So there was a weekend night where Chris, myself, and Carl we'll call it hanging out in the basement. We don't need to get into too many of the details or the extracurriculars. No, everything was normal. And Dan comes down and you realize we're sort of like, 75% down the path of our party decision for the evening. And he decided it'd be a good idea to go upstairs, and he's like, you know what, I'm really gonna try and throw these guys off. They're pretty brand new to partying. Let's see what happens. He comes down, and I'm looking at him like, what is wrong with Dan right now? And Carl's looking at him, he's like, man, what's going on with Dan? Dan had plastered his face with Vaseline, came downstairs, plunged a knife into a Budweiser beer can, and it sprayed everywhere. And Chris and I and Carl looked at each other like, holy shit, his parents are gonna see all of this beer around the room. And Dan just walks out, he's like, well, good luck with that, guys.
I didn't even drink that.
Thank you for that, yeah, exactly. You sort of stitched us up there. Daniel, thank you so much for pioneering this effort in remembrance of Chris.
Okay, so
Dan.
I know
Lower,
my
lower.
wife said
No,
that
lower
I
it.
can't,
Lower.
I'm not even supposed to have a mic.
Lower it. A couple
Keep it
inches.
here.
Down. A little more.
Yeah?
Couple
Should I
more.
try it without it?
Yeah.
All right, I'm a pretty loud person. Now, not yet. We're not ready for that. So, I'm gonna try to stick to 5 minutes. So, I'll go as quickly as I can. Sweetheart, oh, would you look at that? Would you look at it? That shit'll buff out. Wouldn't yourself? Send it, Bucky! It's not a good story, but it's a true story. You might be asking yourself, why did Chris say such things? If you did, I would say that you're actually asking the wrong question. What you should be asking is why you do not say such things. Have any of you ever had a cooler younger brother? I sure did. I always looked up to Chris as the athletic, funny, popular kid who happened to live in my house, who just so happened to be 2.5 years younger, but before all that, we were best buds. Have you ever had a cooler younger brother who dated your first true love before you did? Well, I have. Ask me if I'm over it. Still pissed. Have you ever had a cooler younger brother who would give you hand-me-ups with their old clothes that they didn't want anymore? Well, I have. For example, this entire suit that I have on today, he gave me. Quick sidebar, the stuff he would give me was perfectly intact. For example, this suit that he gave me was probably a $250 suit. Was he concerned that I didn't know where suits were sold? Or that I don't have $250? It might be that he knew I didn't give a shit about how I looked in dress clothes and I wouldn't spend the money. But Chris did care what I looked like, so that's why he would give it to me. So his last and final donation he gave to me about a month ago was a bag of extension cords and power strips. Now, I was a little offended by this because, but I've long since stopped asking questions. He hands me a box of random shit and I take it. And, but Chris is a smart guy. Did he honestly believe I don't know where to get extension cords? Or that I don't have any extension cords? Aren't they like $11.99? But I have a huge green bag of them if anybody needs extra cords. They're not even very good. They're like the 20-foot kind. You need to plug it into another cord just to get to where you're going. But there's too many stories to tell, and I've been told that I have to keep this PG. If you want to hear the real stories, you'll have to ask me later. And they've asked me to be brief, which for a Goldsbury is kind of like asking somebody with diarrhea to run a 5K. So I'm gonna pass this off to my friend Tim McGraw, just to say to my brother what I couldn't say in my own words. Tim?
Hello? my old friend. I recall the times we had hanging on my wall. I wouldn't trade them for gold, because they laugh and they cry me, they somehow sanctify me, woven in the stories I have told. And then tell again, my old friend, I apologize for the years that have passed since the last time you and I dusted off those memories. Because the running and the races, the people and the places, there's always somewhere else I had to be. And time gets thin, my old friend. Don't know why, don't know why, don't know why, I don't know why. Hello? My old friend, this song's for you, because a few simple verses was the least that I could do to tell the world that you were here. Because the love and the laughter will live on long after all of the sadness and the tears. We'll meet again, my old friend. Goodbye, 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 my old friend, my old friend. Goodbye, goodbye.